Don't just send email. Send it well. GlockApps, essential for email marketing.
Hello everyone, welcome to GlockApps. Today I'm going to show you how to use DMARC Analyzer and Digest. After you activate DMARC Analytics in your account, you have to create a DMARC record for your domain. If you already have a DMARC record, we recommend you update it with the record GlockApps generates for you. This will enable GlockApps DMARC Analytics to collect data and generate reports for you. To create a DMARC record, go to the Add Domain section under the DMARC Analytics tab. Enter your domain name and click Next. In the Configure DMARC tab, you can choose a policy and settings for your DMARC record. If you haven't used DMARC before, we recommend you choose the None policy, which is a monitoring mode. This option allows you to get a deep insight into your domain sending sources and email authentication before enforcing the quarantine or reject policies. Additionally, you can specify a policy for subdomains. Your main domains policy will automatically be applied to your subdomains, unless you choose a different policy for them. In the advanced options, you can configure alignment mode. In most cases, we recommend using the relaxed mode. The reporting section shows the email addresses used by GlockApps to collect DMARC reports for your domain. Click Next to generate the DMARC record based on the selected settings. Copy that record, go to the DNS management panel of your domain, and publish the record or update the existing one. Then click I published the record. After the DMARC record is published, it takes 1 to 2 days to collect data and generate the reports. You can review your DMARC compliance and aggregate reports in the Domain Overview tab. Now, I'm going to talk about how to use DMARC Analytics Digest. DMARC Analytics Digest is the weekly or monthly report that contains summarized data about the email volume, sending sources, and changes in email authentication of the domain. GlockApps sends you one single email with the statuses of all the domains you monitor in GlockApps DMARC Analytics. By clicking on the Open DMARC report, you can review a weekly or monthly digest for each of your domains. DMARC Analytics Digests help organizations monitor their domains, control email traffic and sending sources, quickly see the changes in SPF, DKIM, and DMARC compliance ratios, and resolve the detected issues on time. Each digest contains a set of action steps that are based on the issues that were detected after analyzing DMARC reports. DMARC Analytics Digests are stored in your user account in DMARC Analytics Digests tab. The Digest dashboard represents a table with the following columns. Domain. It's the name of the domain the digest is created for. Created is the date of creation of the digest. Type of the digest, weekly or monthly. And severity, its level of how critical the detected issues are. Healthy status means that no issues were detected. The info status means that no major issues detected, but still there is something you should be aware of. Warning means that something is not working normally. And critical means that there is an issue that requires immediate action. and you can find the digest status. It can be resolved or unresolved. You can click on the column title to sort the digests by that column. By clicking on the menu on the right side, you can mark the digest as read or unread, resolved, unresolved, or deleted. On the right side of the search field, there are the filters and settings icons. Using the filters, you can filter digest by severity and status. In settings, you can choose the notifications channels and type of the digest, weekly or monthly. Weekly digests are created every Monday, and monthly digests are created on the first day of each month. To view the digest, click on the domain name in the dashboard. The digest contains of the following parts. Emails reported. This is the number of emails sent from the domain during the last period. The diagram shows the breakdown by days and allows you to identify the days with the highest and lowest sent volumes. The DMARC compliance ratio is the percentage of DMARC compliant messages sent from the domain during the last period. The change ratio is the change in the DMARC compliance rate compared to the last period. The table below the diagram with the current DMARC policy for the domain shows the changes in SPF and DKIM alignment, volume of emails sent by unknown sources, and forwarded emails. Known are the sources that are authorized to send emails on behalf of the domain by the SPF record. Unknown sources are the ones that are not authorized to send emails on behalf of the domain based on the SPF record. Forwarded sources. There are the sources that received and forwarded the emails to other recipients. The report will show the top 5 sources that sent the highest number of emails if there were more than 5 sources. For each source, you'll have the number of sent emails, DMARC, SPF, and DKIM compliance ratios. The return pass domain is the domain that the receiving mail server uses to get the SPF record and verify if the sender is authorized to send the email. The return pass domain is used to verify SPF alignment or evaluation. If the header from domain doesn't match the return pass domain, SPF alignment fails. In the relaxed mode, only the organizational domain has to match. For return pass domains, you'll have the following data. Volume is the number of email messages sent during the last period. SPF evaluation pass, number of email messages that passed SPF alignment or evaluation. And SPF record is the result of the SPF record check. OK means valid, and error means that the record is not valid. If the SPF record is not correct, the error description will appear in the SPF error column. Action steps. This part of the digest outlines the issues and provides the steps to resolve them. It is important to address the issues urgently if the digest has a critical severity. Critical means that serious email authentication breaches and will lead to filtered or blocked emails. Digests with the warning tag are less critical, but also tell that there are some email authentication issues that must be solved on time. After you analyze the digest and address the detected problems, you can mark it as resolved in the main dashboard. DMARC Analytics digests are stored in your user account for 1 year after the date of creation. You can download the digest as PDF using this option at the top of the report. That's all I have for today. Thank you for using GlockApps.